Hey everyone, it's Rick. This is one of 3 Zoom videos that I did for a corporate wellness program for a company in January. This particular one, my headset went out like 2 minutes before the end, so you'll have to see me yelling at the computer for you to hear me. But, you know, the content's all still there. But that's why it's not as high quality as the other videos, because I converted from Zoom. So we're going to start in the kneeling positions. Tops of the feet flat on the floor, hands palm up on your thighs. Take our first deep breath in through the nose, lift the shoulders, roll back as we exhale. Feel the chest spread open, pulling the shoulders back. Feel the string pull your head straight up towards the ceiling. Relax your face. And deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. When you breathe in, expand the belly, expand the chest, feel it into your head. As you breathe out, compress the chest, compress the belly like a wave. Belly, chest, into the head, and out, chest, into the belly. We're going to try to keep this rhythm throughout our practice, and hopefully it'll maintain throughout the day of this deep breathing. Belly, chest, chest, and belly. From here, let's go ahead and on our next breath, bring our hands up over our head. Grab the right hand, grab the left hand, grab the right wrist, and we're just going to lean over to the left. We'll start the stretch early. Exhale, come back to the top, alternate hands, lean over to the right. Okay. Exhale, bring the hands down. I'm going to rotate this way so you can see we're going to work on the wrists a couple times. So fingers forward, lean into it. Come back up on your toes, so most of your weight's in your knees. Come back, flip your hands around so your fingers are facing you. Palms down. Lean back into the wrist. Now I want you to flip your palms up. So the fingers are facing you so that you're on the stumps of your forearms. Don't put too much pressure on it, but this is just stretch the tops of your wrists. Now rotate so that your fingers are facing each other and try to make fists with the fingers, kind of like you're grabbing something and letting go, kind of exercising that. And then finally, put those fists and press them deep into the ground. Lean forward onto your thumb and forefinger, stretching the sides of the wrist. Great. Next inhale, sit up. You're sitting on your toes. Reach down, untuck the little pinky toes, hands on your thighs, and we'll breathe. Deep breath in, chest out, shoulders back, and out. One more breath in, and out. Go ahead and reach your back behind you, interlace your fingers, and press back, opening your chest more. Breathe in, look up, and breathe out. Release your hands. Put your hands behind you on the ground on either side, and we're going to stretch that. So stretching into the quadriceps, into the belly, into the chest, into the shoulders. We'll breathe a couple times here. On the second breath, if you'd like, you try to lift your pelvis up more, stretch into the quadriceps and into the front. And as you release, come down. Bring yourself back up, hands in front of you, and we'll open our knees, sit back into child's pose. Untuck your toes, tops of the feet flat on the ground, waist back on your heels, and stretch forward as you bring your forehead down to the ground. Have your hands bat width distance apart, arms relatively straight, have a bend in the elbow, not too much of a bend, but we don't want them perfectly straight. And breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. You should have your legs wide enough so that you can still breathe in through your belly. There are child's poses where your knees are closer together. That makes it more difficult, but this one is open and full. Press back a little bit with the hands to sit back a little bit more, stretching the back. Exhale, release. Next inhale, bring the left hand over on top of the right hand, into the right side of the mat, and press into the left hip, opening up the left side of the torso. Couple breaths here. Next exhale, bring the left hand back over to the left side of the mat. Bring the right hand on top of the left. Push into the right hip. Couple deep breaths here. Bring the hands back to their normal position. And on your next inhale, come up to hands and knees. Make sure you stack your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. From tabletop, we'll do a couple cows and cats. Breathe in, arch your back, look forward. Breathe out. Bend your back up, pulling up. Breathe in, pulling your hands towards you to get a little bit more stretch into the arch. Breathe out, push your hands away from you on the mat. Feel like someone has a towel around your midsection, pulling you to the sky. Do it one more time. Breathe in. And breathe out, pulling up. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit. Kind of a little lateral movement. Come back to center. We're going to press back with the right leg, dig the toe or the ball of the foot into the ground and push back, feeling the stretch into the calf muscle, kind of pressing forward with the hands. Continue to breathe. On your next inhale, lift the right leg parallel to the floor, point the toe, and on the exhale, kind of lean forward onto your elbows. Kind of a little seesaw here. We're going to pulse up the right leg 10 times, engage the glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and let the leg counterbalance as you come back up onto your hands. On your next inhale, bring the leg over to the left. Look over your left shoulder at it. Your exhale, take it over to the right side of the mat. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to the left. Exhale to the right. Warming up the hips a little bit. Inhale back to the left. And press the foot down as you exhale. Same method before, press the toes in, but we're going to be looking over that left shoulder, feeling it into the left side of the hip and the torso. The next inhale, look forward, bring the foot back behind you, and drop your knee back down to the floor as we switch sides. Actually, before we switch sides, why don't we go ahead and bring your hands forward into puppy pose. So straighten your arms out, press them forward, bring your forehead down to the ground. Hips are up, feel the stretch in the front of the shoulders. If you have in your practice, you can arch your back and bring your chin to the ground or your chest. Keeping the hips up, stretching into the front of the shoulders. Your next exhale, come forward onto your elbows and then press your back self back up to tabletop. Now we'll press the left foot back into the floor, straightening out the leg, stretching the left calf. Couple breaths here. On your next inhale, lift the leg up parallel. And on your exhale, come down to your elbows. Pulse up 10 times with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. On your inhale, come back up to your hands and exhale. On your inhale, bring it over to the right, looking over the right shoulder. Exhale, take it over to the left, look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. And exhale, bring the foot down, press it into the floor, and feel the stretch over. You may have a different sensation on the left side. You may feel it more in the side of the thigh, the hip, the torso. On your inhale, look forward, lift your foot up, bring it back behind you, and set the knee down. We'll tuck our toes under. As you inhale, press up into downward facing dog. As we exhale, make sure the head is relaxed, the neck is loose, looking at your feet. Kind of pedal your feet out. Inhale, press the left foot in, the left heel down. Exhale, switch to the right. Do that a couple times. Keep thinking about lining up the hips, the shoulders, and the hands, pressing the waist up towards the ceiling as you kind of rock back and forth, getting some more heat into the calves. Come back to a neutral position. Kind of press your chest more closer to the toes, and we'll open up the feet to the mat width distance apart. Take the right hand, reach through, grab the outside of the left wrist, and look under the armpit to the left. Make sure your hands are wide and stable on the ground. Next exhale, bring the right hand back to the mat. We'll switch sides. Left hand reaches out, grabs the outer side of the right ankle, and we look under the armpit to the right. Next exhale, bring the hand down, bring the feet together, lift the left leg up, straight, bend the knee, point the toe, and now rotate the hips towards the left. Try to keep the spine aligned. Now bring the heel, the right heel down to the ground. Don't put too much weight onto the right hand. Try to press against the mat with the right hand to kind of keep yourself in line. The real twisting is in the waist. Your shoulders should almost be parallel, should almost be in line with the mat. And next, inhale, lift the foot back up. Exhale, bring the foot down. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit. Inhale, bring the right foot up, straighten the leg. Now bend the knee, point the toe, and open to the right. Again, try to think about the shoulders still being in line with the mat. Come down on the left ankle, on the left heel. The twist is in the waist. Feel it in the quadricep as the foot hangs over to the left side. Next inhale, straighten out, extend the toe. Exhale, bring the foot down. Bend your knees and look forward, and we're going to step with the left foot into a lunge. Bring the knee down, flatten the foot, and come up onto your thigh with your hands. We're going to press into the hip flexor and the quadricep. Bring the chest up, bring the head up. Feel the stretch into the top of the right leg. On your next inhale, sit back to the point where your hips are over your knee. We'll do a half splits. Go ahead and keep the knee bent or straightened depending on your flexibility. And just sit here and breathe. Putting some tension into the hamstring. Inhale. On your next exhale, come forward, flatten the foot. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to have you bring hands to prayer in front of your heart. And I want you to twist to the left and bring the right elbow on the other side of the left knee. And then twist so that your palms are trying and it's in the center of your chest again. Maybe come up on the toe of the right leg and pull your knee back about an inch to give you more stretch into the hip flexor and the quadricep of the right leg. Maybe lift the knee of the right leg and sit into that hip a little more. If you came up, go ahead and bring the knee down. Flatten the right foot. Bring the knee back together. And we're going to walk ourselves over to wide-legged forward fold. Let your body hang. Let the head hang. Have your hands, your elbows, and your shoulders in the same line. Not too wide, not too narrow. Pressing into the feet. Leaning a little forward into the balls of the feet instead of the heels. Use the hands to kind of keep you balanced. One more deep breath in and out. We'll go ahead and continue to walk over to the right side now. Bring the left knee down. Come up onto the right lap. And then we'll press into the left quadricep and hip flexor. Bring the chest up, shoulders back, deep into that hip. Next inhale, straighten the leg, come down to half splits and hold. Inhale, the next exhale, come forward onto the foot, come up, hands to prayer, maybe walk your right foot a little bit over to the side of the mat so you have some more stability. I forgot to do that last time. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, lean forward and twist the elbow to the other side of the right knee and continue to press against that elbow to try to have your hands in the middle of your chest. Inhale. Next exhale, bring your hands down on both on the inside of your right foot. Now rotate your right foot 45 degrees, open up the knee, let it start to drop to the floor, and lean into the inside of the right leg. Come up onto your left toe, maybe pull your knee back an inch, feel it into the left quadricep and the hip flexor. Stay here, lift the left knee, and just kind of sit into that hip. If you came up, bring the knee back down, flatten the foot, straighten out, and we'll walk the hands back over to the side. Wide leg forward fold. But as we breathe in, come all the way up. Hands overhead. Breathe out, keep them there. Breathe in one more time, hands stretch full up. And as we bring out, bring the hands down to the side. Rotate the left foot towards the front of the mat and step to a standing position at the top of the mat. From here, inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Let the hands drop to the sides. Rotate your palms forward, chest out, mountain pose. Deep breath in, belly, chest, head, and release. Same way out. Relax the face, continue breathing. Deep, full breaths. One more time. And out. Next inhale, bring the hands overhead. Exhale, bend forward all the way down. Hands to mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins, straighten the back. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale, bend forward all the way down, hands back to mat. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the back. Exhale, hands to ground. Inhale, all the way up, reach up. Hands together. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Drop the chin. We'll take a couple breaths here. Open the feet to mat with distance. And squat down into Malasana, yogi squat. Press the elbows to the inner sides of the knees. Try to arch the back, press the chest up, and breathe. Next inhale, exhale, inhale. On the next exhale, reach forward, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, come back up, hands to prayer, pressing again. I'm going to rotate towards the camera to demonstrate the twist here. What we're going to do is we're going to release the right hand, place it down on the ground to the right. We're going to twist and lift the left arm straight up in the air and looking up at it. The twist isn't in the neck, it's really in the lower back. Next exhale, come back down to Malasana. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, bring the hand down, left hand down to outside. Exhale, straight up. And the twist is in the waist. Next exhale, come back down. I will reposition in front of the mat. Press your chin to chest and just roll back into happy baby. Grabbing the outsides of your feet, pull the knees towards your armpits, press the legs out at a 45-degree angle. Breathe in and out. And next inhale, release the left foot, press it down towards the floor, stretching the foot straight out. Maybe put the left hand on top of the thigh. Feel the stretch in the top of the thigh and the back of the right leg. And half happy baby. Next inhale, bring the foot back up. Grab the left, release the right, switch sides. Press the right foot down across the floor. Hand on the thigh, pressing it down. Pulling the leg deeper in the left side. Inhale, bring the leg back up. And exhale, bring the palms of the feet together, down to the floor, reclining butterfly pose. Bring your left hand to your heart, right hand on your belly. Inhale, feel the belly rise, feel the chest rise into your head. Exhale, chest falls, belly falls. Bring your knees up, reach forward and grab the left knee, pull it towards you while you straighten. I'm sorry. Or go ahead and start with that because I started with that. Bring the left knee forward while you straighten the right leg. Feel the stretch into the hip. Flex the foot so it's a 90-degree and press the heel towards the ceiling, holding the back of the thigh, and breathe. We're not pulling into the leg. We're not trying to stretch for flexibility. We're just kind of holding this position where we have sensation and breathing and relaxing. Release the left hand. Next inhale, reach up and grab your big toe of your left foot. Sit back. Feel free to bend your knee as much as you need to. And then open up to the left side. Place your right hand on your right thigh to hold it down. And open up that hip. Again, the knee can be bent as much as it needs to get the to get the opening. Next inhale, bring the foot back up. Exhale, release. Pull the knee back to your chest and bring the foot down, knee up. Bring the other knee up to join it. Let's do a quick bridge. Press the hips up. Engage the quadriceps, engage the glutes. Come back down. Now take the left foot, cross it over the right calf in a figure four. The right thigh in figure four. Reach in, grab behind the thigh or grab in front of the shin. Pull in. Whichever distance that you can have your head back on the ground. And breathe. Just feel the sensation opening up the left hip even more. With every exhale, think about trying to relax the lower back more into the mat. Last inhale, go ahead and pull the knee closer to you. Exhale, release. Rotate towards the right. Bring the left foot as close to the floor on the floor as possible. Reach out to the left with your left arm. Look towards it. Put your hand on your left knee and kind of pull it towards the ground. Feel it more into, again, the outside of the hip. A little different sensation. Pull as much as you need to get sensation. Next inhale, release the hand, bring it back. Exhale, come back up to the center. Bring the foot back down, knees up, and we'll switch sides. Reach down and grab the right knee, pull it towards you, straighten the left leg. Pull the knee in to the chest. Flex the right foot 90 degrees and press up to the ceiling with the heel. Hold behind the right thigh or calf, wherever you need. On the next inhale, reach up and grab the big toe. Bend the knee as much as you need to come back. And exhale, open it up to the right. Have your hand on your left hip, hold it down, opening up the inner thigh. Next inhale, bring the foot back up. Exhale, release. Bring the foot down. Bring the other foot up to meet it and both knees up. And we'll cross the right foot over the left thigh. Figure 4, reach in, grab behind the calf, behind the thigh or in front of the shin, and lay back. Deep breaths. Every exhale, just think about relaxing the lower back more into the mat. Last inhale, bring it in a little more. Exhale, release. Rotate to the left. Bring the right foot down onto the floor as much as possible. Reach out with the right arm. Look towards the arm. Left hand on the knee. Pull the knee towards the ground. Feel the stretch in the outside of the right hip. Next inhale, release the hand, bring the hand in. Exhale, bring the legs back up, uncross the legs, reach forward and grab both knees, bring them towards your chest, chin to chest. Rock a couple times. We're going to rock up into a seated position, legs straight out in front. Press your hands on the mat on either side of your hips. Lift your shoulders up, roll them back, head up, staff pose. Breathe. Relax the face. Press the top of the head to the ceiling. Your next inhale, bring your hands overhead. Exhale, reach forward, grab the toes, the ankles, the shins, whatever you have available. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Bring your hands behind you, about a foot behind your hips. Bring your knees up, bring your feet down, your knees up, and we're going to do a reverse tabletop. Press up, hips, opening up the shoulders. Keep pressing up with the hips, squeezing the glutes. One more breath. And release the hips back down to the ground. Straighten the left leg out. Go ahead and let the right knee fall to the side. Seated tree pose, Janu Sirsasana. Press the right foot against the inside of the left thigh. Breathe in, breathe out, lean forward. Grab the foot, the ankle, the shin, and stretch. Next inhale, look up, sit up. Bring the right foot down to the ground, knee up. Cross the right foot over the left thigh. Lean over to the left. Bring the left foot over into the position. And now rotate to the right. Either grab around the right knee, or maybe put your elbow on the other side of the knee. Seated spine stretch. Next exhale, twist to the left. Kind of do a half push-up onto the left side to do counter stretch. While you're here, straighten out the left leg again, and then sit up. We're going to switch sides. Straighten the right leg. Bring the left leg in to the inner thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch forward the toe. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, release. Bring the knee up. Cross the left foot over the right, lean over, bend the knee, sit up, and rotate to the left. And your next exhale, look forward, rotate around, now push up to the side, counter stretch, straighten out the right leg, come back up, bring the legs together, maybe shake them out. And we'll come into a seated position. Cross the legs, sit up, reach behind your back, grab opposite elbows or forearms, stretch up, and lean forward. Breathe deep into the back, relax the head. Next inhale, come up, release the hands, bring the hands to the knees, palms up. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, rotate them back. Head up, shoulders back. Touch your thumb to your forefinger. Relax the face. Make sure your mouth has some resonance to inhale the breath. And breathe. Into the belly, into the chest, into the head, down through the chest, into the belly. Keep breathing in deep, wave coming up, wave coming down. May choose to alternate fingers, maybe thumb and middle finger, see if you feel a different sensation there. Couple breaths there. Maybe to the ring finger. Might feel a wave of energy coming through, might feel nothing, both are fine. And finally, the thumb and the pinky finger. One more breath in and out. Go ahead and lie back into reclining butterfly again, bringing the feet together, knees falling apart, left hand on your chest, right hand on your belly, and prepare for a final resting pose. Here we'll just do 2 rounds of box breathing. Box breathing is 4 counts for each of the segments. So breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. And release for 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 3, 4. Exhale for 4. 3, 4. Hold for 4. 3, 4. And then breathe in normally. Box breathing is good just to slow your breath, calm down in those times of stress. But any slow breathing is good. But box breathing gives you some counting to do. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Open the arms out, palms up. Rotate the shoulders back into the mat.
Shoulder blades should be flat on the mat. Feel a little arch in your back. Feet are open wide. Hands are wide. Face is relaxed. And just slow the breathing. Breathe in the belly, into the chest, out the chest, out the belly. We'll do a couple more breaths here. Bring sensation back by wiggling your fingers and your toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles. Bring the feet together, interlace the fingers, press up over the head, long stretch. And exhale. Bring the knees up, rotate to the sleeping position on the right side. Take a deep belly breath in and let it out. Stretch the left leg out for counterweight. Bring yourself up to seated position. Hands to prayer in front of your heart. Chin to chest. Come back to normal breathing. Close your eyes. Thank yourself for spending the time this morning to breathe and stretch and move. The body is a perpetual motion machine. It's always moving. Breathe in, bring your thumbs to your forehead, straighten your head, press up. Breathe out, and forward. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. Apologize for the battery going out. I heard I was getting the prompt of, battery low. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? Some headphones, it means you have 5 minutes, some you have less. And so luckily we're